Welcome back to this channel. I'm your comfort food maven, Latrice Kelly. Day ones, y'all know what it is. Today we're going to do a little video and I'm going to give you a couple of quick hacks because that's what I like to do. These are going to enhance your cake mix cakes. So if you're interested in that, watch to the end. The first thing you want to do is gather your ingredients as listed on your cake mix box. And then I'm going to also share a couple of bonus ingredients that you're also going to need. You can see some of them on my work surface there. You can get yourself a box of instant jello mix since I'm making devil's food cake. Of course, I got chocolate pudding mix. In addition to that, I'm going to add a couple of extra eggs. So yeah, spoiler alert, I'm already giving away the tips. Pudding mix and extra eggs is a couple of the tips I use to enhance my box cake mix. And in this case, I'm using a bundt. You can definitely use the two 9-inch round pans if that's your preference. You can also do the long 9x13 pan, cupcake. It's up to you. It really is. So one of the hacks that I love about making a box cake is instead of using flour to coat my pan after I buttered it or greased it, use a little bit of your cake mix instead so you don't have flour on your finished cake. So you don't want that residue from flour. So it's really cool to do it this way, especially you're doing a chocolate cake. If you have any residue, it'll be chocolate and it'll match just fine. So buttered the pan, powdered it with the cake mix, and I'm going to dump the excess into the bowl because we don't want to lose that. And yeah, this is how you start. And again, this video is all about giving you some tips to enhance a box cake mix. I am nobody's baker by any means. I do love to eat dessert, of course, but I'm not a baker. So box cakes will do just fine. So in this case, we're just going to go ahead and take the remainder of the contents of the cake mix batter. It's not batter yet. It's batter when I add liquid. Anyway, Jello pudding mix. Let's go ahead and add that. A lot of these cake mixes have pudding in the mix, but I want to add a little more because I think it does enhance the moisture of the cake. So I am definitely dumping that right on in. Let's go ahead and talk about why I have the yellow cake mix there. So if you want to do this with a yellow cake, you can, and just use vanilla pudding instead. And your box mix usually calls for 3 eggs. I'm adding 2 extra eggs. You can add 3 extra and make it really rise. So again, that's one of my hacks. Extra eggs never hurt nobody. And then of course, use your box to collect your trash. Makes cleanup a lot simpler and easier. For my next hack is instead of using vegetable oil as the package calls for, I use extra virgin unrefined coconut oil, same amount, and then I put that into my cake. I love that it enhances the flavor, adds more moisture. If you don't like to taste the coconut oil, you can use refined or just stick to the instructions on the box. Here's another hack. Run your coconut oil under some hot water so you can unsolidify it. But again, most of my baking, if I use a brownie mix, any type of cake mix, wherever it calls for oil, I love to add extra virgin coconut oil. It is my favorite baking hack of all. Hopefully you've read the package already and you know that your oven should be preheating. So according to the box instructions, that's what you want to preheat it to. Use your large spoon to scrape the sides down. Don't leave any batter behind, y'all. Scrape them sides. Get it all incorporated through and through so you have a nice consistency in your batter, very smooth. Wipe up any excess that you might have on the side of your pan to prevent burning or scorching. And then look at your package directions to ensure you're using the correct baking time based on your pan. You want to make sure it does not overcook or overbake because you don't want a dry cake. Set your timer. And lastly, this is the one hack that, I think everybody knows, is to wait until your cake is completely cooled until you add the frosting. So I've done homemade frosting in the past, overrated experience. I really do like the store-bought, not a big deal to me. And so people were waiting on me. They were anxiously waiting this cake. So, child, I had to hurry up. So, no, I did not follow my own hack and waiting until it cooled. You'll see why that is a mistake in a couple of seconds from now. You see that there's gaps in the middle of my bundt ring. The frosting decided to run off the plate, but I like a warm cake. What about you? And tell me in the comments what's your favorite type of cake to make or have at home. Do you like a yellow cake, vanilla, chocolate? What's your preference? So when I sliced this up, it came out nice and springy, very moist, very light, and delightful. Chocolate cake is not complete until you have a scoop of vanilla ice cream on the side. I am convinced of this. So yeah, those are my cake hacks for using a box mix. Tell me your favorite hack in the comments below. I'm Latrice Kelly. Bone apple to the tea. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video.